Have you ever noticed how someone can earn more money every year and still feel like nothing is moving forward? Not worse, not better, just busy, paying things, managing payments, waiting for the next paycheck. On paper, it looks like progress. In real life, it often isn't. Today, let's talk about car payments, credit cards, and why they quietly create the illusion of progress for a lot of middle-class households in the US and Europe. Imagine a fairly typical situation. You're in your late 20s or early 30s. You have a decent job, not flashy, but respectable. Your salary might be around $70,000 in the US or 55,000 euros in parts of Europe. After tax, that becomes roughly $4,200 a month, or about 3,200 euros. From there, life starts subtracting. Rent or mortgage takes $1,400. Utilities, insurance, phone, internet, another $300. Groceries and basic living, $500. So far, this feels normal. Then comes the car, a $450 monthly car payment. Insurance adds another $150. Fuel, maintenance, let's call it $200. Now we're already over $1,000 a month just to own the ability to commute. Add student loans, add a couple of credit cards, nothing extreme, just managed. Add subscriptions, dinners out, clothes for work, small lifestyle upgrades that feel earned. By the end of the month, there's very little left, but from the outside, everything looks fine. New car, good job, stable life. This is where the illusion starts. The mistake isn't irresponsibility, and it isn't lack of intelligence. The mistake is confusing movement with progress. Payments create motion, but they don't create ownership. When you finance your lifestyle, your income becomes a delivery system, not for wealth, but for obligations. The car feels like progress because it's newer than the old one. The credit card feels manageable because the minimum payment is low. The lifestyle feels justified because your salary increased. But the system quietly absorbs the extra income before it ever reaches you. Let's slow this down with basic math. A $450 car payment over 5 years is $27,000. Add interest, insurance, fuel, depreciation. The real cost is closer to $40,000. That money didn't buy freedom. It bought a rapidly declining asset and a fixed obligation. Now imagine that same $450 wasn't committed, not invested aggressively, not optimized, just left uncommitted. It creates breathing room, flexibility, options. That's what most people are actually missing, not income, but margin. So why do smart, rational people walk into this? Because progress today is designed to feel immediate. Cars are marketed as identity. Credit cards are framed as convenience. Monthly payments soften reality by breaking large costs into emotionally tolerable pieces. Your brain doesn't feel a $40,000 decision. It feels a $450 decision. And socially, these choices are reinforced. Driving an older car feels like falling behind. Saying no to upgrades feels unnecessary when your income is good. Everyone else appears to be doing the same thing, so the behavior feels normal, even responsible. The long-term cost isn't just financial, it's optionality. When most of your income is pre-assigned, your life becomes less flexible. You can't easily change jobs, you can't tolerate uncertainty, you can't slow down without stress. Not because you're failing, but because your future income is already spoken for. This is how people earning solid salaries remain financially fragile for decades. Perspective shift. Financially intelligent people don't think in terms of, can I afford the payment? They think in terms of, what does this payment prevent me from doing later? They don't rush to convert income into lifestyle. They delay that conversion, intentionally, not to deprive themselves, but to protect flexibility. They understand that real progress is quiet, often invisible, and sometimes looks boring from the outside. None of this is about guilt, and it's not about perfection. It's about awareness. Once you see the difference between movement and progress, you start making calmer decisions, without pressure, without comparison. If this way of thinking felt useful, you might want to stay around. You can subscribe if you'd like more calm, reality-based discussions like this. Thanks for watching.